Hey, welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
And I am Kay McCabe.
Welcome back, Kay.
I am so glad to be back. I'm glad y'all brought me back.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't we bring you back?
Yeah, last episode was a little controversial, and I mean a little.
I'll be honest, the last few days has been really a struggle in here. For a lot of people, it's a very heavy case we've been covering with Carmelo Anthony, and it's just tough when you're broadcasting to the world where everybody has so many opinions that nobody wins. You know, I received a fair amount of hate online in those comments. Did you read the comments?
I did read the comments, but let me tell you why we are winning. Because we still have a job. We're still able to voice what we believe our truth is. And you know what? I still wake up with a smile on my day on my face every day. And so I'm winning. I don't know about you, but I'm winning in life.
I'll be honest. I just had a headache hit me right as I started talking.
No worries. I'll carry it.
It hurts.
Is it
Ouch. No, I don't know what it is. I just got hit hard with a headache. Sharp headache. Okay, moving on from that.
All right,
Glad you're back. Sorry, it just really started hurting. Maybe it's what we're about to talk about. Potentially some aliens in the sky that are upset. I'm about to talk about this and they cause this headache to happen. The Pentagon has released batch number 3 of the UFO
ET
files.
is back.
Yeah, the UFO files.
Yeah.
Is that what we need right now? The UFO files?
You know what? I'm a fan of E.T., you know, in the gang, you know, with the bike across the moon. I'm with all that.
I just saw that for the first time.
Yeah. Wow. So I love UFOs. I love to talk around it. I think it's interesting. So I'm all for it, actually.
So, again, batch number 3, there's been 2 other batches where it's a mix of footage of unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yeah.
And everything else. There are documents, there are photos of these like UFO sightings. So they're drawn out, they're like CGI'd together and shown like of what the accounts looked like. So this video you're about to see is a mix of that. So we're going to start playing this video for you right now.
Let's take a look.
Of some of these videos, we just put a compilation together of the footage. So this first one where the sky is... There's this big orange orb. Now, I don't know whether or not this is a mixture of photos or it's like one of those time-lapse cameras.
I was going to say, because everything else in the video is very still.
Exactly. I think it's one of those, like, it takes really small frames or something like that, like low frame rate cameras out in the nature.
It's giving very expensive AI.
I don't think so. This doesn't even seem like good AI, if anything.
I know.
But so the biggest note about this release is that it's orb upon orb upon orb. So when you watch the footage, you see these lights up in the sky, and we've heard a lot of accounts of orbs. This is one of them right here in the sky that someone took. Casey Musgraves, for example, she was on a flight recently and took a video outside of her window. No.
Oh.
But she took a video herself of something just like this outside of her plane, far away. There was 3 orbs, and it was following the plane, the entire plane ride, for thousands of miles.
I wouldn't say that too loud. I feel like now the CIA is going to come raid and take her.
I know. Well, she told the pilots afterwards, and they said themselves, wow, look at that one. Look at that one. That's just like her video. They're just more spread apart. And that's what people are seeing, are these like energy orbs in the sky. And nobody knows what they are. And if you follow the UFO Reddit, this is nothing new. This has been going on for years.
So what do you think? Okay, when you think of UFO, what do you think? Aliens? Do you think just unknown things from space appearing in a distance that we can see them on Earth? Like, what do you think?
Well, you know, it's easy to assume that these are from space because that's a place where we don't know. It's the place of the unknown. So we think space is so big, it has to be from space. But when you go out to space, and if you really study the galaxies in the universe, it is huge. And it's not just like huge, like, no. It's massive. Like even if life, let's say, existed, I don't know, 5 light years away, that's still so far that even who's to say that they could get here from there? We can't get to them.
I'm aware.
We can't go light speed.
I'm aware.
So some people, and this is my point, some people believe that this is something from the Earth. This is, and there's footage of these things coming out of the water and propulsing around like we can't do, coming out of the water.
Yeah.
Some people believe, and now this sounds crazy, I'm not saying this is true. Some people believe that for thousands of years, there has been a Earth defense network that watches over our nuclear sites. And that's why these orbs are spotted over nuclear sites, because they're keeping an eye on probably the most devastating thing that could happen to humanity.
You know what? And you know who knows everything? Pretty much all the presidents that have been in office. I think there's a book. Okay? Matter of fact, I think a book. I think it is a binder. I think it's a binder. I'll be real with you. And I think it's red, and I think it's somewhere in the White House. We'll never know the location.
Have you seen National Treasure?
No.
You haven't seen National Treasure?
No, but I've seen that at the museum.
Sam, have you seen National Treasure? Of course you have. That at the museum, great film, by the way.
Great.
Still trying to get my girlfriend to watch it.
I like the second one, too.
The Smithsonian one?
Exactly.
Oh, man, great movie. But, yeah, I mean, maybe there is a book.
It's a binder, actually. And I think it's
It's
red.
a binder. You just know this.
It's red, and I think it's titled UFO Do Not Open. And I think that, I think somebody knows what's really going on out there is what I'm saying. But I don't think they know what's going on as far as the 5 light years away. I think they probably know if this is coming from the Earth. I think they know what they've sent up around, certain parts of, the bombs or the nuclear
sites. I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
Think about it. All these videos that we see where they're in our airspace in America, they're near nuclear bases. If that was a legitimate, unknown object, the military and the U.S. government would be all over it.
All over it.
They
were joined by our friend, but they also wouldn't be able to tell us, though. Do you know that that's why there's a secret clearance, top secret clearance? And I think there's actually one after that as well. But there's even people who work for the government that will never be identified as long as their wives and their families don't even know that they work for the government, because some things just can't be. Because do you know how crazy everybody would go if things really got out that, oh my God, that's a UFO? So we just would never know, unfortunately.
I think that the government is, and this is a theory in the UFO-Reddit. I know, I followed it for years.
Okay.
This is a theory, is that slowly the government is like releasing like little batches of like soft launches essentially on all of this.
Of what?
Of unidentified objects and everything,
Really?
and then slowly launching all this stuff, and then eventually they can start disclosing a little bit more and a little bit more. I mean, we have a movie that just came out this week, Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg, in which some people in the Reddit believe that that's also not a coincidence.
You know what I think about humans, especially humans of today? I think because we are so more knowledgeable than cavemen and even people 100 years ago, we have just 10 times more knowledge. Like the IQ of the general population is so much higher than it was maybe 100 years ago. I think that we are so entitled and we are so full of ourselves that we think that everything is going to happen in our lifetime. Oh, everybody's like, Jesus is going to come back and this is going to happen on our lifetime. And if you believe that, then so be it. I have my beliefs, you have yours. But I think we're not going to find out nothing. Maybe our great-great-grandkids might, but I don't think it'll happen in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like people get full of themselves and they're like, no, this is the time. And I'm like, they were saying that 100 years ago and it didn't happen then, so don't think it's going to happen now. That's just my opinion.
I know if you do look the last 100 years, I think the document in the last batch, the batch of documents was in the 50s. So these sightings were in the 50s, and I'm sure everybody said the exact same thing, like just 50 years from now, 100 years from now, we're going to know so much more. We're going to have aliens walking around. This is going to be our
time. Yeah, we're going to have aliens walking around.
I think it's not in the government's interest to have us know. There's really no benefit to them whatsoever.
We're not ever going to know. They could have killed E.T. last night. We would have never known.
I know.
Okay, we just won't be privy to that information.
I know. I heard Tim Cheese got a hold of E.T. I'm just kidding. John Pork got a hold of Tim.
Antonio's like, please, next topic. Gosh.
So I don't know. I completely 100% agree with you that we will never know.
Yeah, I wouldn't, bet my last dollar.
You know when you will know?
When
you die.
That was heavy. All right, on to better and lively. That was really heavy.
When you'll know.
Are we talking about this today?
No, we're not. We are not talking about this.
We getting serious.
Wait, you said let's move on to something more lively, and I thought, if we had been doing the Blake Lively story today, that would have been a great transition for that story.
Well, almost. This girl has been involved with Blake Lively, and even this case, she was supposed to be
only the most famous person in the entire world.
To who?
Maybe an alien herself.
To who? Famous to who?
To
majority
of the people.
I couldn't tell you 2 songs by this woman.
Okay.
I swear to everything.
I said okay. That also works if I said O, comma, K. You get it? Because her name's K.
All right, let's wrap it up. No, you know what, Branson? We're here. I'll introduce the story since you're making corny dad jokes. Mind you, he's not even a dad. So big things are happening in New York City, and I'm not talking about the Knicks, even though people are saying Knicks in 5. But something bigger and greater is happening at Madison Square Garden, possibly next month, possibly in a few weeks. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce is having their wedding there, and you would think that this would be the perfect idea for businesses to say, hey, come get a hot dog stand at the place that, I don't know, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are having their wedding next door to. But we're getting reports that some business owners are pissed and worried that this upcoming wedding is negatively impacting their businesses. Is that not crazy?
Wait, how does that affect their businesses if the Knicks have been playing at Madison Square Garden, it's craziness around there.
They're like bashing TVs and stuff out there.
So they're worried about probably the closures in the area.
I think they're probably worried about the road closures, even though if you know anything about New York City and you've ever been there, you shouldn't be driving around Madison Square Garden, even if it's a regular Tuesday. It's already going to be chaos. You should be taking the subway. But I think maybe the road closures and I don't think their businesses would close. Do you think so?
So one owner suggested if businesses suffer financially, Taylor and Travis should consider compensation. So he's saying that they should pay the small businesses around there. Also, how many small businesses are there around Madison Square Garden? That's a prime
tons.
location.
No, probably tons. Oh. New York City is not a place for big, like there's no Walmarts in New York City. You got to travel outside of the city, or really Manhattan. They might have like little CVS's. I never saw a Target. I used to live out there. I never saw a Target.
Oh, then you're perfect to answer all these questions then.
What are the questions?
Is it really hurting the small businesses if they close the roads for a couple days?
I wouldn't say so, but you know what? New York is known for hustlers. I think they hustling Taylor and Travis. And you know what? I think Travis and Taylor might get hustled back because, they're not used to all that. Even though Taylor might have some roots in the city. Anyway, I do promote and hope that the businesses hustle them and say, yes, if you hurt our business, we want that chunk of change because they know they got it. But I personally don't think it would hurt the businesses. I think that there would be 1,000 crowds there, but I do think we'll see something like people needing a place to use the bathroom. And they're like, no, don't come you can't use the bathroom unless you buy something. That would be a good way to turn things around. You know how that goes.
You mean like one of the guests of the wedding, like the 1,000
maybe not
people?
Get the fans. There's going to be 1,000 people guests at the wedding, 100%. But there's going to be 100,000 fans outside.
That's what they need to do. I mean, wait, how is it hurting their business if there's so many fans outside and there's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Joe's sandwiches outside?
That's what I'm saying.
You go inside, you have a sandwich, you're a Swiftie, you got to eat.
But also, I guess one other point I think they're trying to make is that there will be a lot of mobile businesses probably posted up outside on the street too. Like if you have a hot dog building already there, what's stopping this hot dog stand from coming and posted up in the street? Yeah, and so maybe there'll be like a lot of competition that want to like post up and have a little storefront that day or the days leading up to the event. But I don't know. I think I see this as a positive for most businesses, but I guess I just don't know. I've never owned a business as well.
I'll tell you, if I was a Swiftie and I was there to be a fan of her wedding outside and I saw a hot dog stand, probably we're looking in the park of 15 plus glizzies. I'm getting
15 plus glizzies.
Yeah, 15 plus hot dogs I'm buying.
But how does a diamond business, you sell diamonds there and jewelry and chains, how do you benefit from it? Or maybe like, I don't know, you sell freaking furniture store, like how do you benefit from it? So maybe it's the stores like that. Did they go into detail of what kind of businesses these are? One owner said on West 31st Street joked that the couple still has time to hold a wedding somewhere else. Oh, they're not moving.
Can you imagine Taylor's like, oh man, this guy wants me to move my wedding. You know what? Let's go to winery number 5 in downtown somewhere.
I wonder if how do they feel about the Knicks? The Knicks chaos is a lot too.
Is there any wineries in New York? It
Maybe
really,
in the suburbs.
I'll be honest, it really is so pick me to have your wedding in Madison Square Garden. Like it's an arena. Like I don't think people care as much as we think they do. Do they? Enough?
Well, this wouldn't be for Branson Cork from TMZ.
But
This would be.
But why?
Or Taylor and Travis.
Why can't they just pick like a winery out in Calabasas where they've successfully done private weddings before?
You
we
go
still haven't
propose
seen
to your
photos from
girlfriend
some
and go to
weddings,
winery
right?
in Calabasas.
We have our clearance guy in here. We still have not seen photos from some of our weddings, correct? Like there's been private weddings for celebrities that we've barely gotten any photos or footage of it, right? Yeah, Taylor can do the same thing. Just it's probably cheaper to build a giant tent above it, or take the UFC claw from the White House and then put it on top of the wedding, like Patrick says in SpongeBob. Take it and push it over here.
You know what I hear? A hater. That's all I hear right now. Let me tell you something. You got a girl? Propose to her, and I'm gonna help you. When you propose, you let me know you bought a ring, and I'm gonna help you plan your wedding in Calabasas. And matter of fact, where'd you say you wanted to go? You can go down the street to Sizzlers for all I care.
I love.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. This
okay.
is so good.
But this is for them if they want to be married with 1,000 people. Only thing I hope is a lot of people get married for the wedding. They don't get married for the long run.
You want to hear? You want to hear what I say?
Go ahead.
Ready?
You just cut me off, but it's okay.
No. You got to hear this.
Okay, I'm listening.
It says it in one sentence. Women don't want to be wives; they want to be brides.
I've heard that too. Now me, I'm single, and one day, not just like, but I just feel like
You're planning on getting married? No.
no, I would love to, but I think you're right. I think a lot of women say yes to the dress, and
Hello, that was a good show.
And there's a whole marriage is a whole thing, but yeah, I mean. Hey, if she wants to and she has $1 million to do it, I think $1 million is a penny to us, is her equivalent. So if she has $1 million and she wants to go have an extravagant wedding, I say, Taylor, do it. I say, let media in so we can all see the extravagant event. If you want to go big or go home. And so I think if she does it and if this is real, I think it's going to be great. I'm excited. But I hope that there's actually a home wedding too. I hope there's something just for like the intimate. And maybe they've already done that and we just don't know. Maybe this is the extravagant part. So, you're hating right now, and I don't know why you are. And and I think you should let them have their big wedding at Madison Square Garden. Nobody's ever done that before. And if this is the most famous, you're just hyping her up. This is the most famous person in the world.
I feel like Travis is going to lose his mind in this marriage. And I'm only saying that.
How did we get there?
Just wait. Just because, like, we talked about it on the show this morning, how everything has to be like an Easter egg and really planned and meticulously planned by Taylor ahead of time. Like, do you think that one week when they have plans to go to dinner on Friday night, she's going to start putting Easter eggs around the house? Like, it rhymes with wake. Oh, maybe it's steak. We're having this Friday for dinner. There's going to be a 13th Street. Is that where the restaurant's going to be? Like is everything going to be like a little Easter egg, for Travis? He's going to lose his dang mind, man.
I think you're losing your mind in the wedding, in the marriage, more than Travis. But you know what, Branson? I think we got to wrap it up. Antonio looks stressed. So
He looks stressed.
He does.
He's ready to go home.
I think we need to wrap it up. But you know what? I think I wish the best for Taylor and Travis, and we'll just see what happens.
We always say terrible things, and we're like, just wish them the best.
I didn't say anything terrible.
Wish them the best.
I hadn't said anything terrible.
All right, let's get to the comments. For the UFOs, Danny says, "There's no way we're the only ones."
Danny, that's the wrong theirs. There's, there, and there is a tough one, but that is the wrong there.
I know. Guy's got to screw his brain in, huh? Jay Warren said aliens have to be. Sorry. Jay Warren said, aliens have to be real, but they're going to destroy us. It would be like us turning up at a zoo and just massacring
a bunch of animals. Makes no sense.
Dude.
They have to way more evolved than us. Way and way is tough. I know, Jay Warren. I think that's the wrong way, but I'm going to let you have it.
Oh, man. Levi.
E.T. phone home. Is this the E.T. one or is this Star Wars?
That's Star Trek.
Okay.
Can you? Oh. Right. This is how I phone home. Poll, are aliens real? Yes, 68%. No, 32%.
I wouldn't even call them aliens, though. Just extraterrestrial.
Yeah, people might.
Krista said Taylor is known to drop Easter eggs in her comings and goings. This is just a big Easter egg.
No more Easter eggs. Just scramble the egg. Goodness.
Brandon says Branson should get married at Madison Square Garden. I can't wait to see Taylor's wedding dress. Branson, I loved your interview with Teddy Long. What a legend. Let me tell you something. We ain't talking about Teddy Long. Okay?
Do you know who Teddy Long is?
No, I don't.
Holla at me, playa. That's what he says. Teddy says, coming to get it on.
Well, this has been an interesting one, folks. I so thank you guys for joining us today. I mean, it has been an interesting one. I can't wait to go back and watch it. But you know what? That's all our time.
But you clicked on this video and it said UFOs like real, like on the thumbnail. Like, what do you think you're gonna get here? You're gonna get like some like Harvard level journalism or something? Like, come on.
All right. Well, once again, this has been real. Thank you guys for joining us. Antonio is stressed, so we're going to cut it right here. Join us again on Monday for the TMZ podcast, bright and early, somewhere around the 7 o'clock hour PST time. All right. Bye.